Meet my daughter Rosalind. She was born early Tuesday morning. Her mother and I are both overjoyed and are looking forward to a lot of sleepless nights. On Wednesday morning, it was announced that the state of New York had passed a measure guaranteeing that a woman would have the right to kill a child at the exact same phase of development as Rosalind was just the day before, when her mommy brought her into this world. To celebrate this wonderful triumph, the Democrat governor ordered landmarks such as the tower atop World Trade Center 1 to be lit with pink light, the color that signifies a baby girl. This towering memorial to innocent lives that were tragically snuffed out has now sent out the good news that no woman will ever again be prevented from snuffing out an innocent life, in the interest of preserving her own health. Let's get something straight here. New York's previous law set the abortion limit at 24 weeks. According to statistics, a child born at 24 weeks has a 50 to 70% chance of survival. At 24 weeks, the limit used throughout the country as the measure for abortion on demand, at least half of those babies killed and flushed away would survive if cared for. But abortion at 6 months wasn't quite good enough for those who declare themselves the champions of women. They needed to guarantee that a full-term baby could also be legally killed. This was a big deal for feminists. Sarah Weddington was on hand as Governor Cuomo signed the legislation. She is the Texas lawyer who argued Roe v. Wade before the Supreme Court in the early 70s. She turned to the governor and said, "Thank you for what you've done for women." The majority leader of the state Senate, Andrea Stewart Cousins, said this: "We're saying here in New York, women's lives matter. We're saying here in New York, women's decisions matter." According to New York State's Board of Health, 237,000 babies were born in the 3 years between the beginning of 2012 and the end of 2014. In that same period, 285,000 babies were aborted. That's 95,000 a year in New York alone. Half of these aborted babies would eventually have become women, and half of those would have become, like Rosalind and her mom, women of color. That's about 20,000 women of color for each year of abortions, who will never have the opportunity to thank New York Democrats for protecting minority women. Listen, I know that in certain rare circumstances, a woman must choose to abort a baby. But should we celebrate making it even easier to do it in a state where abortions already outnumber live births? Where birth control is available for no cost? Shouldn't we be talking about why so many women become carelessly pregnant and use taxpayer-funded abortion as the back-end solution to their front-end irresponsibility? Let's get real here. The vast majority of women availing themselves to New York's easy abortions are not doing so because their health is in danger. They aren't rape victims or incest victims. They are simply women who didn't care enough about the life of an unborn child to prevent a pregnancy in the first place. These thousands upon thousands of abortions are performed for one reason and one reason alone: for the convenience of the mother. And that's the simple truth. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, subscribe to our channel, and if you want to become a supporting member of Blue Collar Logic, click on the link in the description and give what you can.